everybody. Welcome to Camel City Chat. I'm John McPherson, and I'm here with my guest, who I've known since 2005.
Yes.
Dr. Rosa Otero. Say it right.
Rosa Otero.
I can't roll my R's, okay? She makes fun of me about this. And so you're like the design lady. There we go. Isn't that good?
Yeah.
All right, so we are in the basement at Salem College of the Fine Arts Center. And your title is like this long. So before I ask the first question, Rosa, what do you do for Salem College?
What do I do for Salem College? First of all, we are on the lower level of the FIC. Yes, lower level.
That is true. We're not underground, are we?
No,
I just realized. Yeah, that's right, because I
we're
parked right next to it. So we're in the lower level.
Lower level
All right,
of the
good.
FIC. I've been at Salem for over 12 years now.
Okay.
And I teach. My main job here is teaching. I'm a professor.
You're associate professor.
Yes, of design.
Okay.
So I do teach interior design courses, some graphic design, and some general education requirement courses as well. But then I also direct the design program, the visual and performing arts program, and I do help with the School of Music, some administrative duties. And my other job is the director of the chair library.
So when you want to get away from it all, you come in here and close the door, lock it, and we're in the chair museum. So this is a chair museum. We have representative chairs from as early as designed in 5 BC to the 2000s.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that, but we got to do the most important thing.
Yeah.
Where are you from, and how long have you been in Winston-Salem?
Well, I do have an accent, so it's obvious that I'm not from
South
here.
Carolina, right?
Exactly.
Right.
No, from Puerto Rico.
Okay.
San Juan, Puerto Rico. And I've been in Winston-Salem since 2005.
Right.
So you met me the day, that basically when I got here. And the reason I'm in Winston-Salem is because my husband, I married somebody from Winston-Salem.
Right.
So that's why I'm here.
25 years ago.
But I did marry him 25 years ago.
That's right, yeah.
We're about to celebrate big time anniversary.
That's right. All right.
I'm taking him
Yeah. All right.
to Cancun.
So basically it's taken, right? You're gonna keep him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I wasn't sure, but I decided, yeah.
And some people may know Todd. I know Todd because he was real involved when Facebook first started coming out and stuff like that. He helped people make Facebook pages and did different things with that. But I of course know Rosa from a Coldwell Banker. You were a real estate agent with me, and we were on the same. Were we in the same cubicle or next door cubicles or something?
Same floor.
Yeah, same floor, and kidded around and had fun as we learned real estate together.
Yeah. And you were one of the nicest persons.
Well, thank you.
At least you were back then.
That's on tape. I still am. So, all right. So let's talk about. I know you're going out of town for your anniversary, but let's talk about this. You've been around this area for a while. I always ask people, one question is what's something your favorite things to do to maybe try and find something. All right, so I really like this place. This is cool. So how do I come see this if I want to?
Yes, and that is the challenge.
The challenge.
That is the challenge with this place.
Okay.
Once people find it, they call me or they email me.
Right.
That's basically what it is. So that's why when people come in, but how didn't know about this place? So, for example, Tina's book is going to help us.
That would be Tina Fire Sheets, who, of course, is 100 Places to Go Before You Die in Winston-Salem.
So this is one.
And this is one of them, right?
One of them.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be that's so nice, and I was thrilled to hear that we were included. And then the website, we have a fabulous website that has a virtual tour, and people can really learn about it. And then, but hopefully, it's really appointment only.
It's interesting. I don't, because of the fact that we've got the undergrads here and stuff. Maybe there's an opportunity to have once a month have some people have it open or something to do that, or heck. I mean, maybe you have come pay a fee, get a glass of wine, walk through the 2 rooms, and it goes towards buying more chairs.
Good idea.
Well, hey, I'm here for you. Just let me know.
Maybe a real estate agent.
Maybe we can. Hey, can we sponsor that? There we go.
Yeah.
Don't you steal this idea. All right. So, all right. The last place you went to eat, because if I ask you what's your favorite place to eat, you're going to go, I got so many friends that own restaurants or things like that. So what's the last place you and Todd went to eat that you can think of that brings back happy memories that you think people ought to know about in Winston?
I don't go out much.
I know. You're a good cook.
I don't go out much. That's the sad thing.
I can make good coffee, but I don't think we really need to talk about that.
I love coffee, and I don't even go out for coffee. Right. I love coffee. I make my own coffee. I make my own food. And I'm trying to think, well, we like the usual Mexican places.
Right. Okay. You have a favorite?
We go a lot to Señor Bravo's.
Okay, Señor Bravo's.
Because we love the people.
Right, yeah.
We love the people and the food. And then we live in...
That's Saul, isn't it?
Yeah.
That owns that? Yeah, great guy.
Yes,
he's
we love
phenomenal.
Saul.
He used to be over, a lot of people don't know, he used to be over on Parkway Plaza. That was good. And then Señor Bravo's was his second, and then, of course, closed one. And I like Saul. He's a nice guy. But
that's when, back in Parkway Plaza, that's when it was called Las Estrellas.
Yep, Las Estrellas, yep.
Yeah, that's where
Great
we
place
met.
to go watch football before people got into soccer.
Yes.
All right, so are you ready?
Yes, go ahead.
All right, so one thing that we talked about that you're, as part of your purview, I guess is the word I'll use, is that you actually are real involved with the room that I graduated here. So you're, there's a upstairs on the second floor because we're on the first floor, not in the basement.
Yeah.
Smart, Ellie.
We're on the lower level.
We're on the lower level. We're on the first floor. And so we've got, a nice auditorium there. And you've talked about that you do different things there. You also work with both college and academy.
Yes.
So let's start with the rooms that we're in and then kind of spread out and tell people more about Salem because, Salem's been in the news a lot. You guys have somebody great running it now and things are just blowing up and all that stuff. And so I want to talk about that and get some good press for the school because it's a great place. I have friends that have gone to both. So 5BC is a chair right there that Stabler will show during the break or something and he'll scan this, is a chair that now everything that's in here, these are reproductions or any of them the original chair?
These are licensed reproductions.
And they're licensed because, I built this, what am I, like a tulip or something chair?
The tulip chair.
Yeah, it's like, 1950s is when this was done?
Was designed.
Okay, it was designed.
Yeah, remember.
So this may have been built by IKEA or somebody.
No,
I know. You're not going to let me get away with anything.
There's nothing here by IKEA.
So this may have been built by Otero Industries that owns the license to the tulip chair, but it's not the original tulip chair, obviously the one that was made in 1957, if I were to guess. And then you're in what are you in? You're in the round that looks like it's from 1949.
Yes, yeah. But
Thank God I can read that far away.
Yeah, good. Look at
thank
this.
you.
Yeah. So these chairs are licensed reproductions, which means that they're companies that carry the legal rights to make them.
Right.
There are other companies that may make them, but they not necessarily carry the legal rights. So we have the ones that are made to the standards specified by the original designers. And there may have been some changes according to technology and materials because some plastics are not good for us today. So embracing the changes in technology is part of the, the design. It's not a redesign, but it's making these chairs according to the original specifications.
All right, so if I come, so basically, and there's the Joe's out in the hallway, which I'm dragging. It's a shame there's a double door there because I could get that to my truck. I like that, but and there's Stabler's chair that he has. What is it, Stabler? You got? What's it called?
Seat belt.
The what?
The seat belt.
The seat belt. Yeah. And there are two of them. I sat in them. They're actually comfortable. I was kind of scared to get into them. Yeah. But so there are how many total chairs in? And the two rooms are the size of, let's say, a kitchen and a bedroom. Yeah, right?
That's about it.
Yeah, and we go up 3 levels, three shelves here and some in the other and a little bit out in the hallway. So how many total chairs are there? 44. Right.
We have one coming, but it's not here yet. Okay. It's in my office.
So we're going to have 45 chairs. And, it depends on what you like. I mean, it might take me 5 or 10 minutes to go through and look at them. It might take some design people. What's great about them is if I were a student of design, I can come in here, I can grab the chair, I can put it down on the ground, I can sketch it, modify it, et cetera, all those kind of things. And this is like, they're called encyclopedias. This is like an encyclopedia that I can then reference these things.
Absolutely. Right. That's why it's called a chair library.
Chair library, right. So when I come, is that what this is for the students to do?
That's the main reason why we have this resource for students to be inspired, to learn, and to just play and have fun with actual pieces of design made by some of the most influential designers and architects, because a lot of them were designed by architects.
And to give you an example, all right, Mojitos. Have you been there? So Mojitos is where Mary's, of course, used to be downtown.
Yes, I know where.
And there's a breezeway in between where you can sit. And so I understand this because we were there, and they had 2 tables, right? And the tables were really neat. And it's like I took pictures of them. I didn't want to be weird about it, but it would have been nice if I could have measured them, because I could make those tables.
Yeah.
And then that would be something that it was a resource to me. So I completely, when I heard about this, until you sit in this room, you don't understand what it is. And until you watch you stand on something and throw it up onto a shelf or thing like that. I mean, you can caliper it. You can get all these different things for that.
Yeah. Right? And I have to tell you that this is like the only one. Like so this kind of resource or facility. They are similar, like in the Netherlands.
Right.
There's a big chair collection where you can actually, it's more like a building.
Right.
There's hundreds of chairs. So that was the first place that I found that I could actually get some inspiration for this place.
Okay.
And
now what about over down at the early Southern
Mesdown?
Yeah, do they have chairs as well?
They have chairs, but all of those are going to be museum-like pieces. Right.
But do they have a specific section that's chairs?
No, they have chairs on some of the rooms, but they don't have like a chair.
How long has this been here?
Since 2012.
Okay. All right.
So yeah.
Yeah. So 11. I've often heard about go and check out the stuff down there, but this is something that is what I like about this too is there's only really one way you're getting in here, and that is to be in contact with you, and you're going to be able to, meet people, and then they can ask questions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So great, phenomenal resource for students. All right.
Yes.
So that knocks out some of the design thing. Now, do you teach architecture as well, or?
Yeah, I teach history of design.
Okay.
And in the history of design class, I include furniture, architecture, interiors, graphics. So I include a little bit of everything. Okay. But the students in my history of design class are required to come here once a week.
So they have to come here and figure something out.
Yeah, I give them some specific assignments. Sometimes take a selfie with a chair, or sometimes it's like do some research or comment, create a blog. So different kinds of things.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like I said, the main reason is for the students, but then also for visitors that can come and are interested in learning. Right. Lifelong learning is a big important concept. So this is the kind of place that a 5-year-old will enjoy.
Oh, my daughter
just as much
nuts in
as
here.
a 90-year-old.
Yeah. Now, what about we got another minute or two before we take a break. What other collections do we have in this building?
This building, we have a printmakers gallery exhibit on the main floor,
right?
Which is a fabulous collection of prints by 5 local printmaker women. Okay. Yeah. So that's another good collection in this building.
All right. And then, of course, we have musical that you've worked on with that and stuff like that.
And the fabulous instruments. There are so many organs and pianos that are really, really state-of-the-art and fabulous. Any musician will come here, too, and look at those and will go crazy about it.
I remember when we first did the first Habitat Restore, an event with the realtors, you took a section, we built rooms and stuff, and you took a section, and it was interesting, you showed it to me, I remembered it right away. You took black and white keys and made a clock with it and stuff like that. Yeah. You've always loved design. In fact, you were getting your PhD when you started in real estate, and real estate was your hobby while you were doing this. And so after getting your PhD, or while you had your master's, did you teach at Forsyth Tech?
I taught at Forsyth Tech already with my PhD. I already had it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
I'm trying to think. It was a long time ago.
Wasn't that long ago. We're gonna take a quick break. When we take the break, Stables, I want you to get a shot of the Klismos.
Yes.
All right. The Klismos chair, which is actually from 5 BC, and then it's a Greek chair, and then we'll go all the way down to the 2000s with the thing there, and of course throughout maybe you can throw some different chairs in. But we'll be right back with more Camel City Chat. From the potato chip to Camel City Chat. I'm John McPherson, Rosa Otero, and we are here in the chair library at Salem College in the lower level. Thank you. So I am in the LCW from 1940. It's a lounge chair made out of wood, and it's called the potato chip because of this section here looks like a potato chip. And you were in Stabler's favorite chair here because he has two of them in his office, or his dad's office. That's the seatbelt.
Yeah, a seatbelt
And now, what's up with the seatbelt? So,
well, the seatbelt chair is really distributed by a local company.
Okay.
In High Point, the Phillips collection. And one cool thing about this chair is that it appeared in a movie,
Right.
The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, okay.
Yeah, so
right.
that's where it acquired its popularity, but it's also at the airport. You go to the airport and there's a bunch of them. It's comfortable, students love it, and it's just a very nice piece.
All right, so I'm going to ask you a question in a minute. I'm going to see if I'm right on this. But it's just interwoven fabric.
It's actually a seatbelt.
Okay, there you go. It's interwoven seat belts, and that's what we sit on. So I'm surprised that all I see at the airport is the blue jeans.
Yeah.
But all right, so I want to ask you, how many students? Well, Salem's now we're 250 on how long it's been here, right?
Yeah.
How many students are in a design degree?
So we just graduated 11
Okay.
students that finished their senior project. That meant that they actually completed a big installation up in the gallery of a project of their choosing. So that's showing kind of that they are ready to either go to grad school or go to work.
Release your little babies with their wings, right?
I know. So it's kind of bittersweet, right? Because you get so close, and that's what I think. That's one of the main strengths of our program and our school is the intimacy that we provide, being so
do you
connected.
have 50 people in the program then?
If I'm in the visual and performing arts and design, I would say give or take 50 or 60.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and so you're my friend.
Yes.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to put a basketball on a t-ball and give you a huge bat because you don't like to talk about yourself, but we're going to. All right. So you said something about the selfie thing. Is this the #1 chair that the selfies are done in?
I would say it's up there.
Right.
If they have to choose one of all 45 or 44, but most of the time I give them specific chairs per week.
Okay, right.
So
because I'm going to be in the womb.
Yeah.
I'm going to be either in the womb chair or the Joe chair.
Okay.
I don't know if is the Boca right out there too?
The Boca is upstairs.
Okay, all right.
Oh yeah, the Boca it's up in the gallery. We found a new home for it.
All right, so here's your question.
Yes.
What makes Salem College design with you involved so special?
Well, I think honestly is the close attention that we pay to our students.
Okay.
And the relationship of that we care.
Right.
How much we care. They know that I care not by baby them or by just trying to, I am fair, but I'm also tough.
Right, I know that.
And it's tough love because they know that I'm not going to let them go out in the world without having some opportunities to fall in a very safe place.
It's kind of like my barber. When he cuts my hair, he wants me to look at it. I don't need to look at it. Your advertising is my hair. When these kids go out into the world, they're advertising you and the program here.
Yeah.
What makes just Salem College so special? Because, you've worked it for University of Salish Creek. You've worked it for Psych Tech, and you've worked here. And you also work some with the academy. What makes this place so special?
Well, I think the history.
Right.
Education for women.
Right.
And just having all those values that I think help the students that come to Salem be empowered. So we put into our students a lot of responsibility. So they come with an idea in mind that they're going to be X or Y, but then they are much more than that.
Right.
So we try for them to find their unique potential. We also try for them to discover, like I say, they're gonna fail, but they're gonna fail in a protected environment.
Right.
We're gonna be helping them get up and provide tools. This is how you fail in the real world. Yeah.
Yeah, so success-wise, what are some of your students doing now?
So I have a few students in grad school.
Okay.
And they want to become architects.
Right.
So right now I do have one. She's about to finish her master's in architecture at NC State.
Right.
Then I have some that already finished their master's in architecture, and I like to claim a little bit of like that. I believe that I inspired them to become architects because I'm an architect myself. And then I have others that are working in the industry, either with the interior designers, have their own offices, their own practices, or they go into sales. Really, a design degree is so universal because we do create individuals or help develop individuals that are problem solvers, right? So problem solving skills and critical thinking skills are going to go far anywhere. Some are real estate agents. I know some of my students have become licensed and are selling real estate. So a design degree is really that kind of degree that will prepare anybody to really enter many, many, many fields, not just the basic interior design or graphic design. I think it's much more.
So I'm now I'm going to take you down a different path. I am sure that there is some budget for this room, but I also know you well enough to know that you have dreams. So what do you need? I mean, if someone's watching this and they're like, oh my gosh, I actually have a original Clismos in my parents' basement. Come on, right? But I mean, what do you want to expand this collection? Or are you trying to raise money for anything? Or how can we see your students' work and things like that? How do people find out more about the design department and everything you do?
Well, going back to the chair library.
Right. Yep. I knew you.
So I do have to mention that this would not be possible if it was for two special individuals.
Okay.
This share library was really not just my idea, but Charles and Martha Sutton. Martha was a graduate from the academy. Okay. And her husband Charles, they both worked for a long time in the furniture industry. Right. So they are retired from the furniture industry. And when they came to me, and we all share the common love for chairs, that's how the big idea, dreaming about the chair library came about. And then that's thanks to those two individuals, this is here. So, and now, of course, there's always opportunities to grow. Right. So we just added a new chair that is not here yet, but it will be arriving soon. Right. Then there's also things that we can add to the chair, like the fact that we can have this place open, right? But at least if we could install glass doors, things like that we can make this before we can even grow the collection. We can make the experience a better one for those that may be at Salem, but I'm not here. They can still see the chairs, right?
So glass door would be
glass doors, and of course you can imagine I'm not just gonna take any glass door, right? Yeah. It gotta be something that goes with the space, right? So
I have looked at the camera twice. One is for that one, and the other one is when you said I'm tough, and I'm like, yes, she is. Something more like that. Would be
something that goes with the aesthetic of the space.
So I'm trying to figure out how we're going to knock the wall out to go to the next room to fill it with chairs.
And then we cannot grow that way because it's a hallway. Right. But we could go that way, right?
Okay, so we can go that way. That's nice.
We can go that way, so.
Yeah, I mean, and it's not, are we picking up chairs because we're buying them? Or are we getting some donated, et cetera, and stuff like that? I mean.
So most of the chairs, we bought them, with the funds that were raised.
And they're cheap, aren't they?
No. But we were able, we approached all of the companies with the idea. Mm-hmm. And there were some companies that gave us generous discount, like amazing discounts. Right. And there were some not so generous, but still, they all were excited about being part of the collection. And some, and I have to point that one out, it's not on the website yet, but the Ginkgo chair made in High Point. Right. By the Davis Company.
Right, I'm looking. I'm trying to find Ginkgo on here.
Well, it's not here.
Oh, that's why.
That's why.
I'm not turning around and looking. I'll look at it
so
afterwards.
The Ginkgo chair, which is one of the most recent ones, was given to us during COVID. And that's what we got it from them February 2020.
Right.
We were going to plan to do something, but you know what happened with the pandemic.
Yeah, after the show, I got some ideas that we talk about. But I mean, because I think that there's a great opportunity here to come and just kind of have some fun.
Yeah.
So what do you need? So I mean, obviously you got to go and ask your department head and stuff like that. But if you could circumvent that and have people give you stuff, what do you need? Money for chairs.
Money for glass doors.
Money for glass doors.
Money for metal, nice looking metal ladder, so we can go and grab.
Okay, go get them.
Oh,
you mean you can't stand on that? That's like such an OSHA violation. All right, and then
and more chairs.
And more chairs, and then outside of this and your other aspects of your job, what do you need?
We always need new computers.
Okay.
Yeah, we always.
Stabler wants to walk out with one of those that are in there.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're working on a computer with design, it's not we go to Best Buy and buy what's on sale. I mean,
no, you got to buy the best of the line.
You've got to buy an iMac most of the time and stuff like that.
Yeah, because the applications we use are improved every year, and that means that they need more power in the computer, and they need more memory and more RAM, all of that. So pretty much we feel like when we get the computer, we're going to be behind already. Because by the time we order it and it's here, we need this now. But we just got some last summer, and it was a gift.
Right.
And we were able to purchase 4. So we're kind of on a cycle trying to replace 4 at a time, as opposed to have to replace all the computers, which is not a big lab. We only have 12 computers in that lab.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be in trouble with you after this is over, because I'm like seeing we take that room over there, which now is glass, and we go and we say, do we do a living room from a period? And so then, it's like, hey, let's do a 1920s living room. And then but then now you got to have storage because then you're going to do something else. But this is such a neat thing, and it's simple, and you've kept it simple. So, I mean, I enjoy just sitting here chilling out with my friends, with you guys, obviously. But it is interesting to see, what you've done. So we can find you on the website, and Stabler will put that in the show notes. We can reach out to you. You'll have some way that people can reach out. Do they put that in the book that has the way to get in touch with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll share that.
I think my cell phone number is there.
Oh God. and then let's talk afterwards. Maybe we'll plan something here to have people come through. But I can't thank you enough for doing this.
Oh no, thank you.
So
I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you called.
Yeah, I know. When I called, it was like maybe I tried to pick with you, but you're like, John, I have your number stored.
Yeah, exactly. It's a John M.
Yep. See, that's so I couldn't get by you. But what I'd like to do before we go is thank a couple people. One, we need to thank Tina, folks. If you have not picked up the 100 Things book from Tina, check it out. You can follow her on Instagram. Stabler will put some of that stuff in the show notes. And tag her, of course, and then also Smitty's notes. You'd love Jeff Smith. He's sponsored us from the beginning and just a great guy. And so check him out. And I just want to say thank you again for supporting Camel City Chat. We've been getting some really nice comments back. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. And we will be back next week with more Camel City Chat. Thanks, Rosa, for everything.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
You're welcome. Thank you.